Alright guys, today we're going to be doing a little Raid Shadow Legends. A personal bitch of mine is the price of which they charge so much damn money for a free-to-pay freemium game. So right now they're running a pretty decent guaranteed champion summon. This is of course Riho Bonespear. Uh, she's, assume is she, absolutely terrifying in terms of special abilities. You got the ally attack and faction crypts 42%, highest right now I think in the game for that. The reflect is passive every 3 turns. Any debuffs go back to the attacker. I mean, that's pretty legitimate in the arena right now, or any of the boss raids. I mean, there's no place it's bad. Perfect body, level 1, 6 turns, but if you book it down to 3, removes all debuffs, places a block debuffs, and then heals allies, and then heals them again. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And then again, heals by 35% of max HP, heal plus 10%, that's 55%, and then each debuff is another 5%. You can get a full heal on your group. Pressure points, places a stun. It's not even a chance to. Just puts a stun, and then puts an HP debuff. Not a chance, just places it. And a 60% decrease debuff. Not a chance, just places it. A weaken debuff, a 50% decrease attack, and a 30% decrease crit rate for 2 turns. Again, said it 3 times. Not a chance, just places it. So as long as you have enough skills available, or ACC rather, it's going to happen. And then of course you can increase the damage, and it's on a 3-turn timetable. And just legendary absorption, places a continuous heal on the ally with the lowest HP, and another heal on all allies with 30% hit points or less. And this is after an attack. I mean, it's just absurd. You build her out with hit points and a team that's just a thick, meaty team, and she's going to help carry you through. No skins, because they're right now, they don't give you any abilities, so why the hell not? So again, the whole gripe about this, and I've already spent 10 gems, and I have another 88. I'm going to show you what it would have taken to buy that if you were going to go with their current, I guess, purchasing of void packs. I actually did a little math on this, and wanted to see what is like good value. And first of all, the special packs 1 through 4, they're like, okay, go ahead, pick up our pack. I'm like, all right, cool. First of all, 78. So if you wanted to hit Rio here for another 12, you need to make sure that you buy or grab another of these void shards for, closing the gap on 90 if you don't have any. But your total cost, and you can only see these two, if you actually pay for the first and the second pack, so I did pick those up just to be able to do this video, are 70 and 100 bucks each. So for 78 void shards, you're at about 235 bucks. Now the cool thing is, if you're looking for currency or gems, you also get those as well. And the value on the gems and the currency is actually pretty decent. Not the greatest, but I mean, you're definitely hitting that like sub or near 0.00004, which is a good range for that. And of course, about 6 cents for the gems, pretty decent as well. The real kicker is that you're trying to get to the $1.36 that they show you. This is their premier special void, pay through everything, get this limited time, pay through. Because the New Year's pack for 2021, you got 15 void shards, a million regular coins, silver, and then the 500 gems, and that was 100 bucks. I saw that, I was like, Jesus. I mean, you're looking at the value is not even within 50%. I mean, look at that, 20 cents per, gem, And then, of course, here you're looking at the 4 zeros, almost 9, that's double. And then here, I mean, even at the most expensive of the 4 packs, it's just not worth it. So this pack overall, I think Plarium is doing a better job of decreasing their total cost. This one for the gems was probably the best buy, but funny enough, if you were looking just to get the silver, then the $100 package, like you get the void shards, negligibly for free, but you're also, picking up some real value there for your silver. And then this one's just to get you to that $100 pack. But again, pretty substantial price if you're free to play and you're like, well, I want to pick up a champion. It's like, well, it's going to be a little more than 235 bucks to pick her up. It's like, well, that's kind of shitty, but they didn't call it the Rio pack. They called it, the pick up 4. But let's go ahead and get to some summoning. First 10 was garbage. We'll see if we can pick her up. All right. We'll click through this. All right. Madame Saris is good. Reliquary Tinder's not bad. Fellhound's really good if you don't have another, board wiper for farming. Fellhound is definitely a solid choice. All right. No purples there. No huge value. Chevalier is not bad, but let's see here. Oh shit. That's all right. Tunarak, not sure how to say that exactly. She is a fucking beast. So ACC up by 70. Of course, the passives have just been getting more and more ridiculous. Removes 1 random debuff from all allies at the start of each turn. So that's amazing. And then removes 2 random debuffs instead with any allies under a continuous heal. So you can see right off the get, she'll go very, very well with Rio Bone Spear. Places a 60% increased defense and increased speed. 5 turns with a 2-turn, so it'll be 3 total if you book her. Attacks an enemy, 75% chance, 100% chance if you book her, for a 50% decrease attack and a block buffs debuff. Also applies a debuff spread, taking 2 random debuffs and placing them on all enemies. So that's pretty good. That'll and on a 3-turn if you book it, that'll definitely help if you got some poisoners out there. And then this is a defense champion, so attack based on defense, attacks 1 enemy, has a 30% chance of placing the 30% decreased speed. That's good. Continuous heal on this champion, and a continuous heal on ally with the lowest HP, so keeps her and someone else in the game. So she is also a top tier champion. Yeah, I don't have her, so that doesn't suck. Right, we'll keep going. Let's see here. Alright. Honestly, I'm not, again, really upset. Ooh, Godspeaker and Gala, I've got them. Oh. Ooh! Ooh! I have one of her, but again, I ain't mad. So, if I was going to pick up 3 champions just to make a HP build, I mean, her and, again, I'm going to butcher her name, but I'm going to call her Miss T. And of course, Rio. I mean, this is absolutely monstrous. She increases HP, all battles 33%. Her passive decreases the champion or damage all allies receive from critical hits. She receives it instead, but you can decrease the amount of damage she gets when you book and gem her out. 3 turns if you book her, places a 50% ally protection buff and a 25% strengthen buff on this champ. Yeah, it is amazing. Her barrel through, though, that has been a game changer, because with her being HP build and damage based on hit points, I mean, she rocks faces with this thing. Of course, attacks all enemies, places a 25% decrease crit damage and 50% decrease attack, so it makes your opponent super weak. Again, not a chance for that, it just places it. also places a decreased speed debuff and a decreased defense if their attack is equal to or lower than their defense. So didn't mention that about the decreased attack, but basically what she does is if you have an attack opponent build, she'll take down their crit and their attack. If it's a defense opponent, it'll take down their speed and their defense. So either way, it's going to keep them from hitting your team and her nearly as hard. And again, on a 3-turn, when you book her out, this hits like a truck, and it also keeps you in the game. Then the Gigantic Cudgel attacks an enemy, 45% chance of placing a block active skills. When you book it, it's a little over 50, I think it's 60%, and it seems to stick more often than not. And again, damage based on hit points, so that is ridiculous. Looks like I have ran out. I need to start burning up about 30 champs. Make some room here. Let's go ahead, running through. As you guys can tell, I've been playing this game for damn near 3 years. I have a lot of champs that I'm looking to go ahead and start feeding. So look at all these little chickens and all these little pots. Now, the trick is, and I mentioned this earlier, we're going through and we're trying to go ahead and get the current champion chase that is going on. He's an attack champion, but seems very solid. I think he's going to have some great play value. So I'm doing that. And this is anytime you really spend your resources, you want to make sure you do it whenever you have one of these opportunities. You want to maximize value. You don't want to level up your champions unless you're in a really bad spot. You don't want to level up your champions and just not get double, triple value. You want to make sure that you're kicking into your daily, weeklies, things like that. You have a tournament, for instance, like you check your event. Right now, I think the dragon is going on. So you have your dungeon divers. So every time you defeat a dragon and get, and I'll show you that in a second, every time you do that, you get points toward this. You get those artifacts that you're able to enhance. Again, you're trying to get to the champion fragments. And then let's look at the dragon tournament real quick. So again, once you get up to 2250, 2750, your farming gear, dragon is probably your top gear you want to farm because it's the one that drops speed. So speed is definitely the one that you're looking for, the one you want to get. But you're able to leverage doing the dragon tournament to give you gains on your, again, event for dungeon divers, and then you take those speed and artifacts and then enhance those in order to get your artifact enhancements. So, make the game work for you as best as it will when it's not robbing you blind like it has the rest of us. Don't want to talk. Want to eat up a few more champions here. Get a few more of you do well, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, where's my Lady T? T Magnificent. Yeah, can't believe I got her. Fantastic. Like for a non-resurrecting champion, phenomenal. And I thought Riho was good. Again, didn't think I'd be picking her up. Actually missed out on picking up a couple other champions in one of the last events. I was pretty bummed out. She makes up for it. I'll fully book her, skill her out soon. Alright, so we got 3 more summons. Let's see how we do. Alright, first summon, click through, all blues. Paragon is about the only good one there. I've got him leveled up. Alright. Okay. Tolf, she's new. Andrissia, I'll have to check her out. Tolf, I haven't seen him use anything. I don't use him, but we'll see what's going on. Last but not least, all right. Any more golds? Ooh! And of course, that's Rio. That was expected. And the event is over. But can honestly say that that was a hell of a pull. Not mad about that at all. Go ahead and check in. Get the index going. Then let's follow through with this. Alright. And Tricia. What does she do? So she's a high elf. Ally protect. She's a defense build champion. Let's see. Okay, so she attacks on defense. Good. Places strengthen and increased defense on this champion. Let's see her attacks on enemies. Good. Decreasing the duration of buffs, which you can book out to make it a 100% chance. Increases the duration of all increased defense buffs on all allies, and she does that passively. And whenever she does an ally protection, and then let's see here, 100% chance of a stun if the target doesn't have any buffs, and 100% chance of stun if the target does. Ooh, that's spicy. So she might need to be built out, because it looks like it's stunned for one turn if they don't, but then punishes if they do have buffs. So as long as it's not a no debuffs block, that's pretty legit. And again, on a defense build, 30% decrease crit damage. Yeah, she's not gonna suck. She'll definitely be part of a team going soon. Barbarians, of course, we did go through Tunark. Again, hoping I'm saying that one right. But she is a absolute beast. And yeah, it's crazy to think that she's a defensive champion looking like she's getting ready to stab the truth out of you. But again, phenomenal champ. And then last but not least, going to the Shadowkin and Little Riho. I mean, can't tell if you know, she's half demon, if she's just been burned up, but either way, she carried the team through. Matter of fact, might have to see about getting a group of these champs, the ones that I just summoned, because they're quite good. And it looks like we're getting some new champs for the Shadowkin. Jinro, he looks pretty decent from just a visual perspective. Let's see here, 80 resist is good. Laughing Gull, ooh, does a counterattack, and places a counterattack buff. That'll be interesting because I think he'll be the first Void champion that does counterattacking, at least on the legendary. So, might be wrong, that's okay. Jing Wong, increase hit points. Immune, okay, that's passive, but that's once per turn. And okay, that's also good. So if everybody gets hit, he gives a kind of a clear and a block debuff for 2 turns. So that's incredibly useful in the arena, to say the least. So I'll be watching out for him, so I don't take an ass whooping and accidentally try to freeze him and give everybody some block buffs and extra turns. But okay, great. We went through, just again wanted to give you all a quick bitch about how, you know, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that if you wanted to, you had to spend almost $300 to get a champion. Did want to show you though some of the cool things you can get through by summoning up some of these void shards, what you can get. I was quite happy with my pulls, so I'll recant 30% of my complaints. And other than that, this is the God Who Weeps. You know, if you can't laugh, cry about it. Appreciate everybody for joining, and if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And if you don't, tell your friends. They probably will. Hope that they are you know, able to enjoy it a little more than you did. But again, do hope that you liked it. Jokes aside, thank you very much for being a part of this, and we will see each other soon. Have a great day.